ತುಂಬಾ ಸಿಕ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ ಗುಣ ನಾವು. ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಿಕ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ ಇವತ್ತು.
ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಕೆಲಸ
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Good evening, respected dignitaries, distinguished delegates, and esteemed invitees. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the Valedictory ceremony of the 9th International Conference. Before we move ahead, it's my honor to present before you a song celebrating the greatness of Sri Nalvadi Krishnaraja Odayar, one of India's most enlightened rulers. His rule was defined not by power, but by progress, compassion, and nation building. It was under his far-sighted leadership that the University of Mysore was established in 1916. Ours is the first university in India founded by an Indian ruler outside the British regime. To pay tribute to this towering leader and the golden era he gifted to Mysore, we now present a melodious composition celebrating the life and ideals of great Rajarishi.
ಮರೆಯುವುದುಂಟೆ ಮೈಸೂರು ದೊರೆಯ ಶ್ರೀನಾಗಡಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣರಾಜ ಒಡೆಯ ಶ್ರೀನಾಗಡಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣರಾಜ ಒಡೆಯ ಸಾವಿರಾರು ವರ್ಷಗಳು ಸವೆಯದ ಸಾಧನೆಯ ಸಾವಿರಾರು ವರ್ಷಗಳು ಸವೆಯದ ಸಾಧನೆಯ ಅಗಲಿರುಳು ಪರಿಚಯಿಸಿ ಪೂಜೆಯ ಅಗಲಿರುಳು ಪರಿಚಯಿಸಿ ಪೂಜೆಯ ಆಡಳಿತರಿಗೆ ಮಾದರಿಯ ರಾಜ ವಯೋಗಿರ ಮೈಸೂರು ದೊರೆಯ ಶ್ರೀನಾಗಡಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣರಾಜ ಒಡೆಯ ಶ್ರೀನಾಗಡಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣರಾಜ ಒಡೆಯ ರಾಜೋಚಿತ ವಿದ್ಯೆಯ ಕಲಿತು ತತ್ವಜ್ಞಾನಿಯಾಗಿ ರಾಜೋಚಿತ ವಿದ್ಯೆಯ ಕಲಿತು ತತ್ವಜ್ಞಾನಿಯಾಗಿ ಆಡಳಿತ ಸೂತ್ರ ಹಿಡಿಯುತ್ತ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ ರಾಜನಾಗಿ ಆಡಳಿತ ಸೂತ್ರ ಹಿಡಿಯುತ್ತ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ ರಾಜನಾಗಿ ರಾಜೋಚಿತ ವಿದ್ಯೆಯ ಕಲಿತು ತತ್ವಜ್ಞಾನಿಯಾಗಿ ಆಡಳಿತ ಸೂತ್ರ ಹಿಡಿಯುತ್ತ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ ರಾಜನಾಗಿ ಮೈಸೂರಿನ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣಗಳಾಗಿ ಮೈಸೂರಿನ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣಗಳಾಗಿ ನಾಡು ನುಡಿಗೆ ಬಹುಜನರಿಗೆ ಜೀವ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಸುರಿರ ಮೈಸೂರು ದೊರೆಯ ಶ್ರೀನಾಗಡಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣರಾಜ ಒಡೆಯ ಶ್ರೀನಾಗಡಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣರಾಜ ಒಡೆಯ ಮನೋಹರ ಭಟ್ಟ ಮನೋಹರ ಭಟ್ಟ
Thank you, Dr. Mingaraju, Dr. Madhusudan, and Dr. Siddharaju for a wonderful rendition of the song. To formally commence this valedictory ceremony, now it's my pleasure to invite Professor Rajkumar H. Karampalli, the dynamic chairman of the Department of Studies in Botany, to deliver the welcome address.
Good evening, one and all. So we are here for the valedictory function of 3 days advances in agriculture, biological, and biodiversity conservation for sustainable development international conference. On this occasion, we have with us our registrar who is going to preside over this function. Respected registrar, Madam Srimati N.K. Savita, Madam, when we approached her and she readily accepted our invitation, and on behalf of the conference committee and on behalf of the Department of Studies in Botany and on behalf of all the participants, I take this opportunity to welcome Registrar Madam to this function. I request one of our international participant to welcome Madam by garlanding.
Yes, yes.
So another one dignitary is with us, Professor A.H. Rajasab sir, who is also one of the alumni of our own Department of Studies in Botany of University of Mysore. So two of our alumni are spearheading the Karnataka Science and Technology as well as Higher Education Council for Karnataka State. So uh, Professor A.S. Rayasab was former, served as Vice Chancellor of Tumkur University, and also he was actively engaged in research in various aspects, particularly in downy mildew of sorghum, and he is a well-known scientist in the world. And I take this opportunity to welcome to this valedictory function who is going to deliver a valedictory address. I request Professor G.R. Janardhan sir to welcome him. So another one learned scientist of well-known scientist, Dr. R. Raghavendra Rao, who is also alumni of our old department. He served as director of BSI and renowned taxonomist of India, and also served in CMAT Lucknow. I welcome you, sir, to this function. I also take this opportunity to welcome Dr. K.R. Shivanna, who is also eminent botanist and former head of the Department of Delhi University, and presently is emeritus scientist of A3 Bangalore. I welcome you, sir. So it is our prime duty to honor the other dignitaries who were very generous to our department as well as the university in collaboration with our department actually. So the ATDC president of is ATDS, Dr. Professor A.P. Garg. I request and gentlemen sir to full state. So we have with us another one person, Dr. Dr. Vishta, who is an international delegate from Nepal actually. So we thought of felicitating him and showing our as a part of our tradition. So I welcome you to this function as well as I request you to accept our felicitation. So another one international delegate is with us, Dr. B.K. Chakrabarti, who is from Bangladesh. So all the way from Bangladesh he is here. So I also welcome you, sir, to this function. I request you to accept our felicitation as part of love and affection. So another one international delegate is Dilfuza Jabrova from Uzbekistan. So I welcome you to this function, man, and I request you to accept our invitation as a felicitation. Part of our opportunity. ये बन सके So another people who are responsible for organizing this function, I on behalf of the University of Mysore as well as on behalf of Department of Studies in Botany, I welcome Dr. Shivanand Murthy, Professor H. Shivanand Murthy. I also request Professor G.R. Janardhan to felicitate him. So another one person who toiled hard to organize this function day and night, Dr. Joginder Singh. So I and Dr. Devpal Singh, you can join there, please. Both of them they work hard. I request him. I also request Murali to join. Dr. Murali. Yeah. Dr. Kalpashri. So all of them they are organizing secretaries.
Sir, hello. Sir.
I also welcome our Dean Science and Technology, University of Mysore, Professor G.R. Janardhan sir to this function. So I take this opportunity to welcome our local organizing secretary, Dr. K. Aptesh sir to this function. He was instrumental in organizing this function. So I also welcome all the dignitaries of the dais, Dr. M. Sanjappa, Dr. Shankar Bhatt sir, and all other international delegates and people from different parts of the country who are here to this valedictory function. I also welcome the media from friends from media who are here to cover this function, and I think they are the one who have to translate whatever the scientific deliberation here, which are taking place here and taken place here to reach the common people as well as farmers. So I especially welcome all the media friends who are here. And I also welcome all research scholars, guest faculties, and faculties from the sister departments of our campus, as well as from different colleges and universities within the country as well as across the country. I welcome one and all. Thank you.
On behalf of everyone present here, I now extend a warm welcome to Professor Rajkumar H. Karampalli. And also Dr. Janardhan, Dean of Science and Technology, University of Mysore. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have amongst with us Professor A.H. Rajasa, a luminary whose name resonates with the great thunder of achievement and gentle grace of humility. For over 4 decades, his academic journey has shined brightly through impactful research papers, authoritative books, nurturing of PhD scholars, and the successful execution of research projects. For his profound contributions, the academic world has rightly showered upon him a constellation of honors and fellowships. And as the crown upon his illustrious journey, destiny beckoned him to serve as the Vice Chancellor of Tumkur University. He nurtured that institution with the same meticulous care with which a botanist takes care of his cherished sapling. It is with profound honor and immense pleasure I now request Professor H. Rajasa to deliver the valedictory address.
ಗುಡ್ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು. ಇದು ನವೆಂಬರ್ ತಿಂಗಳಾಗಿದ್ದರಿಂದ ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕನ್ನಡ ರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವದ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳು. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸಮಯ ಮೀರಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ಕ್ಷಮೆ ಇರಲಿ. I came here because of my very wonderful hearty relationship with the University of Mysore. Because it is University of Mysore which gave me knowledge, which gave me education, which made me to think, which made me to analyze the results very critically, and also it gave me food for the whole life. Through education, I am living good life. So this is the contribution of Mysore University. And Mysore University is one of the oldest universities in Karnataka, known for its academic standards and achievements. And some of my seniors, Professor Shivanna, Professor Raghavendra Rao, and my guru, Dr. Shankar Bhatt, and my colleague Vasant Kumar, and several of my colleagues and with whom I lived here, they are here. I very respectfully remember them and the things, knowledge I got from them. They were all inspiration for me. So with these few words, I would like to say the valedictory function is organized here in a befitting manner. It is to celebrate because you have been deliberating the subject last 3 days. You must have discussed many valuable things applicable to the society, upliftment of the society, and conservation of the environment, and also biodiversity. You must have done wonderful presentations and good friendship, new friends also, and academically productive conference you have held. So I congratulate the organizers, both Garg Sahib and his team, as well as Mysore University, for doing this wonderful work. Professor Sanjappa is here. He is my senior, very senior. I have heard his name several times throughout my life. And once I called him to my university in Gulbarga. He gave a wonderful lecture. You should hear his lectures. So like that, there are so many stalwarts here. Our Dean Janardhan, Dr. Rajkumar, and Amrutesh. He is a very, very active, I can say, overactive person. Does the things wonderfully, very meticulously he does. And he monitors us every inch. Where are you, sir? Have you left or not? What time is coming? So many things, perfect. He is a perfect organizer of the conference and perfect IQAC coordinator also in Mysore University. We are proud to have such students. I cannot take name of all of the people whom I know already, but I only feel proud about them. Very feel proud about them. And I am told by your president that it is truly an international conference. About 10 delegates from abroad have come here, from Uzbekistan, from Nepal, from Bangladesh, and one from Italy. This is truly international conference, and this has to be maintained. This tradition should continue. That is the legacy of Mysore University. With this brief introduction about the conference, I would like to say agriculture, biological, as well as biodiversity conservation for sustainable future. These are the points. In 2025, that means in this 21st century, 25 years are over. In these 25 years, landmark investigations, discoveries that happened in our globe can be counted, and they have changed our way of life. For example, CRISPR gene editing is a wonderful modern technology of genetic engineering, genes can be edited, both in animals, including human beings, and also plants, as well as the microbes. Genes can be edited and genes can be transferred also through CRISPR technology. This is the one landmark discovery of this century. And then the second very important discovery is about quantum technology, quantum mechanics. And this, although this subject is about 100-year-old, this year for quantum mechanics, gravitational waves, Nobel Prize has come. This year, 2025 Nobel Prize. Why I tell this is, I am in touch with one company, QPi AI. This is the company based in Bangalore who are experts in quantum machines. With the help of these quantum machines, it is possible to prepare hardwares, chips, microchips, which are used in different fields of research, including space technology. This quantum technology is going to be very helpful in agriculture, precision agriculture, environmental conservation, and biodiversity preservation. So many applications it has, including the biological applications. It is of considered opinion that maybe in next 5 years, this quantum technology will replace artificial intelligence. Next 5 years. So next 5 to 10 years is the era of quantum technology, and one quantum machine costs 13 crore rupees. 13 crore. That is of 10 qubits. And they have already manufactured 23 qubits quantum machine. For 10 qubits, then 10 crore rupees. And 3 crore for maintenance, annual maintenance. And one is in Indian Institute of Science now. Another is in Tribal IT Dharwad. Not there in any other places. But some private universities like Dayanand Sagar University has already entered into the process of establishing quantum computer in their university. So also Ramaya Institute of Technology in Bangalore. So I asked them, they gave a presentation in our academy. I asked them, why this much investment? What is the return? Because when private universities are establishing crores together, what you give them, what they get in return? And they said they get this 13 crore in 1 year because all the software, hardware technology, space technology requires preparation, preparation and testing of the parts through the quantum machines. And one has to introduce now, probably universities have to take lead. BTech in computer technology, I mean quantum technology, BTech, quantum technology, MTech. If they introduce that course, that will go like hotcakes. The students will get jobs like anything. That's what they are telling. And they are establishing incubation center for quantum studies in Bangalore also. That is about the gravitational waves discovery. Then effect of artificial intelligence. Day before yesterday, there was a conference on artificial intelligence itself. Discussion was about whether it is useful or it is a threat. It is definitely useful. Artificial intelligence is there in all fields now. It has occupied all of us. And it has entered our bedroom also. There is nothing like personal. It knows everything. Artificial intelligence. And even students also, maybe some young researchers also, we never did that. They will refer chat GPT, then write review of literature. Vasant knows we used to spend six months just to have thorough review of literature. Going to library, referring biological abstract, chemical abstract, physical abstract, and prepare the cards, take the address of the scientists all over the world, write to them, get the reprint. All that is not in practice now. You will get everything through artificial intelligence. That is fine. But you should not write results using artificial intelligence. Should be a zero tolerance there. For review, okay. For presenting the results, you have to present yourself with your quality thinking, quality analysis. Then only you will come up. There may be gold here, you will not be able to locate the gold if you are not thinking originally, critically, analyzing properly, discussing properly. Your thesis will not have a quality. So one of the professors was telling within the irrational use of artificial intelligence, a brilliant student in the span of 2 years or 3 years during his masters, a brilliant student will become an average student because his analytical capacity is going to deplete every day. Every day, quality thinking depletes. That is, unless we use judiciously the science of artificial intelligence, it is not going to help us. Then Human Genome Project, everybody knows, our professors know very well, that helps us to analyze the genome at genetic level and also treat the diseases precisely. Personalized medication, because each one of us have a different sets of genes, because our physiology is entirely different from one another. I may be resistant to one disease or one microbe, a professor may not be resistant, like that, possible. It is because of the genetics. Then mRNA vaccine discovery, we should not forget. This COVID era we have seen, and we have successfully living here because we resisted COVID vaccine, COVID virus, and we took vaccines, and because of that vaccine, we developed resistance, and many of us are still living because of that vaccine. Otherwise, you would not have seen me or some others who are really little aged people with less resistance. So mRNA vaccines, especially COVID-19, which developed in 2020, is a great discovery, great effort, and it is an achievement. Then once in 2000 AD, that is 25 years before, one professor came to me. We worked together in India. R.A. Fredrickson, who is authority of down in Middle East, Vasant knows, and many of you know. We toured India to assess the diseases over 17 days. And while going, he gave me one small scientific American issue. He said, I did not realize what he is telling. Now I realize. He showed me one chapter, one article there on graphic. 2000. Professor, you study this. I was only 35 years at that time. You read this. This is graphene. Graphene, he said. I never understood the importance of graphene that time. And for graphene discovery, there was Nobel Prize in 2004. Graphene was discovered. This graphene is a one atom thick layer carbon. Such a thin material, very tough material, used in space applications and also in nanotechnology. So that is how, what is there in nature we don't know unless we discover the good aspects, beneficial things that are already in nature. That's why biodiversity conservation becomes very important. I give another example. Penicillin discovery, many of us, all of us know, if penicillin was not discovered, probably at least some of our forefather, their forefather must have died due to infections. Penicillin saved them. Since they were saved by the harmful bacteria, we are living here. That is one of the greatest discovery. And discovery came just in a serendipitous manner, accidental manner. Afterwards, I thought of thinking this serendipitous research the discovery, why it won't happen with everybody? Only a few people discover new things. That is because even to accept the serendipitous discovery research, one should have a prepared mind. Prepared mind. Newton, several years before he saw apple falling, and earlier to him also several thousands of people might have seen apple falling. But law of gravity Newton proposed. Other people did not get it. Why? His mind was prepared to receive that new observation, new discovery. How the new prepared mind can be attained is the question, especially for research scholars. We get or we make ourselves ready for the prepared mind and for good research only if we develop a or cultivate the habit of original thinking. Every day we replace the knowledge that we have learned yesterday, refine it for the better. Critical thinking, quality thinking, analytical mind. These are the essence of a good scientist. And especially our research scholars should cultivate this habit. Then there are so many discoveries in agriculture and applied fields, so many fields I don't want to go because hours together we can talk about agriculture, environment, biodiversity conservation, so many things. If cinchona tree was not discovered or found out by the Columbus and his colleagues, how the drug quinine, it was not possible to know about the malaria control, and that cinchona, bark of cinchona gave us the drug of choice for malaria. If that species was to be destroyed before those in South America, before the humankind evolved, what would have happened? No cinchona, but malaria will be there. Like that, there are so many examples. This mulberry worm, he eats only mulberry plant, Morus alba, only one species. It cannot eat Bombyx mori. It cannot eat any other species. And they have co-evolved together. If Morus alba, that silk plant, by chance gets eliminated on this earth, from this earth, then you cannot imagine mulberry worm. You cannot imagine silk sarees. You cannot imagine even beauty of the silk sarees. Beauty of the silk. And silk is used in defense also. The toughest material is silk. In parachute, for example, parachute is prepared using mulberry threads. Like that, there are so many wonderful discoveries. There are so many microbes which really is helpful in sustaining this earth. Including myself, we have done one wrong thing while teaching, including our teachers also. We have only taught microbes as the agents which cause disease. We always project fungi, bacteria, viruses, they cause diseases, they cause damage, they result in yield loss and suffering. As if in the films they project villains, like that we have projected our microbes. There are thousands and thousands and thousands useful microbes. In our curriculum, we never included the useful microbes. You cannot imagine a biome, a unit of biodiversity, a biome, you cannot imagine without the presence of saprophytic fungi, bacteria, actinomycetes, and several other invisible organisms. We never taught them, including myself, sir. We never brought them into our curriculum. Now we have realized these microbes are not our enemies. They are our friends. They are our friends. It is because of them biodiversity is continued, and this forest ecosystem, crop ecosystem are maintained because of the invisible microbes that are present in the soil that we have forgotten earlier days. Now we have been remembering them. Like this, there are many things to say. There are many things to say. Biodiversity conservation is a great subject. But biodiversity conservation or sustainable development is not the responsibility of only scientists, because science and technology should help in the development of sustainable development. Otherwise, the science and technology development will be detrimental, actually, will be detrimental. That's why we have to keep sustainability in mind. We know our green revolution, sir, for example. We are getting good food, we are getting clothes, we are getting all our needs. Although we are 140 crore people, at the time of independence, there were only 33 crore, as per our poet Darabendra. 33 crores. Now we are 140 crores. And several famines were affected those days. We were not able to provide food for those 33 crore population in India. League of Nations, before independence, League of Nations refused food for us. But now we have enough food. Fine. But at the same time, there are some harmful effects. This one example, paddy field. I am son of an agriculturist. There were so many varieties of the crops, paddy varieties. We don't have now. There are so many local varieties of wheat. They are not there. So many of the vegetables, many of the cereals, many of the local varieties, they have disappeared. And then, in order to grow the hybrid varieties, we have put excessive of pesticides, excessive of fertilizers, spoiling the environment. And these toxic materials have come into the air, come into water, that has come into our food, and cancer is increasing. Water is polluted, air is polluted, food is polluted. These are the things. Negative effect of the scientific revolution. And Delhi, for example, many of you might have come from Delhi. There are oxygen centers, I am told, I have not seen. There are oxygen centers in Delhi. They will go there and stay there for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or 1 hour and respire good oxygen. Maybe in same Delhi, maybe repeated in a beautiful city like Bangalore already, and Mysore and any other place if you are careless, environmental pollution. So science has helped us to live comfortably. At the same time, science is also coming in the way of sustainable development. So we must live in a greater harmony with nature. We should respect nature. We should respect love our nature, because she provides everything. And Mahatma, I end by saying, once quoting from Mahatma Gandhi, in Kannada it says, E Bhumi, this world, E Bhumi, ಎಲ್ಲರ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆಗಳನ್ನ ಪೂರೈಸ್ತದೆ, ಆದರೆ ದುರಾಸೆಗಳನ್ನ ಪೂರೈಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದು. This earth is capable of sustaining the necessity of all human beings present on the earth. But durase, in English, greed. If the human beings greed, if greedy human beings, earth cannot sustain. Necessities is sustains. One small example. Imagine a groundnut field is there. Groundnut. ಕಡ್ಲೆಕಾಯಿ, ಶೇಂಗಾ ಆಗಿದೆ ಹೊಲದಲ್ಲಿ. It is full of groundnut. You send a cow, ಹಸು, cow. What it does? It eats. ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ತುಂಬ ತಿನ್ನುತ್ತೆ. It eats stomach full and then leaves. You send a human being, he will eat, then he will collect some more, take it to his friends, take it to his family, take it to his children, maybe grandchildren for the next generation. That is greedy. So animals are more ethical than the greedy human beings. So biological diversity conservation leads to sustainable development for sure. So I congratulate Mysore University for calling me here. Dr. Amurtesh, Dr. Janardhan, Dr. Rajkumar, and all other faculty of the Department of Botany and other allied departments, and also the Society, Agricultural Technology Development Society, for having called me here. Thank you very much. Thanks for your patience.
Thank you, sir. In recognition of the significant contributions of Professor A.H. Rajasa to the field of plant pathology, the Agricultural Technology Development Society, Department of Studies in Botany, and the Internal Quality Assurance Cell are deeply honored to confer him the Lifetime Achievement Award. I now invite Professor A.P. Gar and Professor K. Namrutesh to kindly come forward and present this well-deserved award to Professor A.H. Rajasa. I request our beloved Registrar Srimati M.K. Savita to join hands with them in this act.
ಭಾಸ್ಕರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ
Please give a big round of applause.
ಹುಡುಗಿ ಅಡ್ಡ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ರಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ. ನಾನು ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾರೆ ಯಾರು ನನಗೂ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್ ಲುಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ ಸಮಾಧಾನ ಜಾಗ ಬಿಡಿ. ಈಗ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನಲ್ ತಗೋಬಾರ್ದಾ ಹೇಳಿ. ಅವ್ರು ತಗದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ನೀವು ತಗದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಇಸ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಆಯ್ತದ? ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಅಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ಜಾಗ ಬಿಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಒಂಚೂರು. ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಜಾಗ ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು. ಊಟ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನೇನು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು ಇದೇನೆ ಎರಡೂ ನಾನೇನೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಜಾಗ ಬಿಡಿದ್ರಿ.
Gentlemen, we have amongst with us Dr. R. Raghavendra Rao. He stands like a big banyan tree in the grand garden of Indian botany. He is a renowned botanist and former director of CMAP, whose 5 decades of scholarship have illuminated the Western Ghats, the Himalayas, and the Northeast. Born in Shivamogga and trained at the University of Mysore, he authored the enduring flora of Mysore district. His meticulous taxonomy, including over 1,400 plant collections and major revisions of key genera, reshaped national botanical research. A guardian of endangered species and author of plant diversity in India, he is honored with 8 species named after him. I now humbly invite the taxonomy Bhishma, Dr. R. Raghavendra Rao, to deliver the chief guest address.
Dignitaries of the dais, my friends and delegates from different parts of the country and elsewhere. Okay, and Registrar Madam Kavita ji, Professor Raja Saab. It's my pleasure to address this valedictory address. Although Professor Amrutesh told me that I should speak 5 minutes. It's very difficult for me. In fact, that's why after seeing that I have to speak for 5 minutes, I wanted to avoid and give it to Professor Shivanna that you please talk, and I cannot talk for 5 minutes. It's very difficult for me. But somehow the tax has fallen on me. I'm supposed to talk, I will talk. So Raja Saab gave a wide variety of botanical discoveries, which I call botanical adventures. They are all in no way less than botanical adventures. And I would like to also add two such instances where collaborative research, which in our country we are not doing, collaborative research has yielded wonderful results. One example is, say for example, our diversity, morning I told, is enormous diversity. It's unparalleled diversity we have in our country. And we talk in terms of species. None of us talk in terms of the gene composition on those species. Each species, each variety is a storehouse of genes. I think I need not tell that, you know that. Genes. Now, biotechnologies are working in isolation here. Traditional botanists are working in isolation, and there is no collaboration. I will give an example. Recently, the scientists of Wisconsin University have discovered a gene which they have named it as scarecrow, a simple gene. And this gene, when introduced into any agricultural crop, the yield doubles with the same amount of space, with the same amount of fertilizer input. Is it not a miracle gene? It is a wonder gene, I will say. A single gene you introduce in any agricultural crop, the yield doubles. So that is the one. Now, what is the problem in our country? Our bioresources are much richer compared to any other country. We have enormous diversity. Why should we not be able to do? Now, the traditional botanists also should join the molecular biologists or biotechnologists, agricultural biotechnologists in solving this problem. I suggest some of the invasive species, if they really go for systematic mapping of genes, they may find some such revolutionary genes which can change the agriculture. We may have one more green revolution through gene therapy. I think morning our friend also talked so much, he told about the doubling of agricultural crops. I think this is one way I think we should think that one. Now the other thing is the traditional botanists, for example, taxonomists, I am a taxonomist, we blindly go on publishing hundreds of species. We find pleasure in publishing new species. Now what is the use? We forget it. We publish a new species and forget it at that time. Because we do not know further what kind of genes, what utility it has. Is there anything, new chemicals, novel molecules in that? Again, I will give an example of the Mexican region. A traditional botanist discovered a species, wild species of maize, which he named it as Zea diploperennis. I think some of you must have heard of this. Zea diploperennis. And fortunately, he worked in collaboration with biotechnologists also. The biotechnologists looked for genes in the new species discovered by this gentleman. And the species that Zea diploperennis has such wonderful genes that it has got resistance for 8 insect pests and almost all insect, the fungal diseases for maize. And that species proved to be a botanical find of the century. See, that has been termed as botanical find of the century. Now, if you discover just one species and forget it, nothing happens. Should we not be able to do this kind of thing? In our country, we have been publishing several hundreds of new species. Say, Botanical Survey of India publishes so many new species. An example I will give. They have discovered a new tea species, wild tea species in the northeastern region. Yes, writing floral diagram, description, and the story ends there. Now, can we not look into that? Whether that is going to be a better plant than tea plant, that is going to change the entire economy of the country, provided we are able to do that. So this is the kind of collaborative research we should try to do. Unless we do the research, otherwise we do only in isolation, nothing we are going to achieve. So therefore, I will not go much elaborate. I only want to say that the future, the biotechnology, the future is quite rich. In fact, morning also I told, as per Professor Ranganathan, our H.A. Ranganath, he always says in the lectures, the 21st century is going to be the century for biotechnologists. So the entire area is open for investigation. I think the new people should all take interest and try to see, analyze our own crops and try to find out some revolutionary genes, I think, which may change the agriculture and we may have one more green revolution. I thank Professor Amrutesh for giving me this opportunity to talk and come and talk to you. We hope we have completed more or less, I think one more day is left. More or less, we have completed the international conference organized by this botanical club of botany department of Mysore University. I am very happy. And I am proud also to say that I am also belonging to Mysore University, and my department is really doing the organizing this. And I am more happy to see that the faculty like Ramute, Janardhan, Rajkumar, all of these fellows, they work in a team. Unlike many universities I see, they don't see the face of two persons each other. So that is not there in Mysore University. And I am very happy that they work in a team. And I congratulate all of these fellows for conducting this wonderful international conference. From my side and on behalf of all persons, we congratulate. Yes, please sit there. I am not. Please sit. Yes. I am sure this conference results in some good recommendations. I think this Amritesh should see to that at the end of the conference, he should draw out some implementable 5 or 4, 6 recommendations, and those recommendations should be circulated to all the funding agencies. And in that recommendation, please see that interdisciplinary approach or interdisciplinary research should be encouraged. That should come in one of our recommendations. I think that's what I just want to say. And I do not want to say much. Of course, he has given me 5 minutes. I have already taken 10 minutes perhaps. So don't blame me because I don't get this kind of opportunities every time. So I would like to utilize this opportunity. So let me speak all this and congratulate every one of you. I have seen some of the papers I have glanced to. Some of the papers are really very good. Although very hurriedly I have gone through that. The papers are very good. I congratulate and compliment every one of these presenters. I had no time to go through the poster sessions, but maybe I think poster sessions will be very good. I congratulate all the young botanists and biotechnologists who have their posters there. Congratulate and then request that they should show the same enthusiasm in the coming international conferences, so that I think we will be able to achieve much more. So with these few remarks, I thank Professor Amritesh and the registrar of this university and all of us for giving me this opportunity to stand and talk to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. In recognition of the remarkable contributions of Professor R. Raghavendra Rao to the field of taxonomy and biodiversity, the Agricultural Technology Development Society, Department of Studies in Botany, and the Internal Quality Assurance Cell are deeply honored to confer him the Lifetime Achievement Award. I now invite Professor A.P. Garg and Professor K. Amritesh to kindly come forward and present this well-deserved award. I request our beloved registrar to join hands with them in this act.
Okay, yes, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
In recognition of the outstanding contributions of Professor K.R. Shivanna to the field of plant embryology, the Agricultural Technology Development Society, Department of Studies in Botany, and the Internal Quality Assurance Cell are deeply honored to confer him the Lifetime Achievement Award. Professor K.R. Shivanna, please.
Only 2 minutes I will not.
ಹೋಗಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಸರ್ ಸೈಡಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಹಾ ಅಡ್ಡ ಹಾ ಸಾಕು ಹಾ ಸಾಕು ಸಾಕು.
Friends, let me, this award I was not knowing, so I must thank about this also. Lifetime Achievement Award, I do not know what achievement we have made, but I must have got half a dozen Lifetime Achievement Awards from different agencies. But this one is special to me. Why? Because it is from Mysore University, my department. So I must thank very profusely my botany department on this day particularly. His photos are not there. I must remember all my teachers, Professor Razi, Professor Narayan, Professor Sharif, all these fellows who taught me. I must remember, and I must remember all my colleagues. I must remember all my PhD students who contributed to what I am today. So I must profusely thank all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, dignitaries, for doing the honors. Members of the audience, the conference report is a comprehensive overview of our proceedings. I'm pleased to request Professor A.P. Garg, organizing chairman of the 9th International Conference, to present the report and take us through the key takeaways. Very good evening to Mysore, and very good evening to all the participants, all the guests, president of the valedictory session. And I will take only a few minutes because we are already being late. So I would first like to tell our senior colleagues that perhaps it was the greatest blunder of the botanist that we taught bacteria, fungi, and microbes as the human enemies. And the day when I started my career as microbiologist, I started teaching the students with the first lecture as the microbiology is the mother of life science. That is the one thing which I did 50 years ago when I started my career as a microbiologist in July 1975. So now I would like to make a presentation of the report about this conference, and I'm happy to say that this is the 10th year of ATDS, and we have been organizing the international conference almost every year somewhere in some city of academic eminence, and we found the best cooperation from the Department of Botany and the University of Mysore during these 10 years. This is my personal observation and the observation on behalf of the society. Now, during the validity session, as you have already seen, that the numerous presentations have been made by the senior scientists. They are the legendary, and they have given us the knowledge. And I hope that the youngsters, they have made the good networking with the senior people and the professors and among themselves. Next, please. So the total number of the papers what we received in the conference for the presentation, this was 709. It was a wonderful achievement. And late abstract what we received, it was 56. And I assure these late abstract people who submitted the youngsters that when we will be releasing this soft copy of the abstract book, we will include all. But I will advise all the youngsters that next time, please be in time. Although we printed the abstract book just before 3 days of the conference. And the countries which have been represented in this conference are India, almost all states, Jammu and Kashmir, Rajasthan, Karnataka, of course, Uttar Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, and entire Haryana, Rajasthan, every state almost it has been represented. And out of these 709 authors, the papers, when I tried to calculate the number of the authors, it cost more than 3,000. So you must give a big clap to yourself that the 3,000 authors, they have joined in this conference online and offline. And the online presentations, they were oral presentations online, it was 243. And the offline presentation in the University of Mysore in Department of Botany, it was 132 in the 6 parallel sessions which we have conducted. And even in the poster session, we have conducted the 4 parallel session, and the 110 posters, they have been presented online, and 62 posters have been presented offline. 15 keynote addresses have been delivered during this conference, and the 15 keynote address, you have seen that the eminent personalities like Professor Sivanna, Professor Rao, you have seen now in the end, Professor C. Manorachari, Professor Niranjana, and the several other dignitaries who have delivered the keynote address for the benefit of the investors and for the benefit of the faculty members. Next, please. Now, these are the 10 recommendations which over the conference and during the deliberations with the academicians, with the youngsters, with the expert advice of the senior people, we have drawn. Now, this is subject to your approval, and if anybody wants to make any comments, and then it is welcome, because the registrar is present over here, and I, during the inaugural session, I also talked to the Vice Chancellor, and I requested that the Vice Chancellor and the registrar will make it possible to send these recommendations of the society and the conference and the deliberations to the central government and to the state government and to the Ministry of Education and to the Ministry of Agriculture. And these recommendations will be the one of the great thing for the society and for the youngsters. So the first recommendation, I will read the recommendations and then you can say approve, or if you want to make some suggestions or some changes, then please speak. The first recommendation is the conservation of the biodiversity. As you know that without the and this biodiversity, it includes the microbes. I would like to say, because the number of the microbes is too many, and the species of the microbes, and without the conservation of the microbes, the plants or the animal diversity cannot be conserved. The recycling of the matter is under the control of the microbes. So the first recommendation, okay? Yes? Okay. Second recommendation is green revolution to gene revolution. As our senior colleagues have also pointed out, that gene, this is the 21st century, and in this 21st century, the gene revolution. And the gene revolution, that not only for the crops, but even for the, because this is the conference which has been hosted by the Department of Botany, and it is my personal observation and the observation of the most of the senior scientists that the botanists throughout the world, they are very courteous. They are able to take everything what is not accepted by the others. For example, the fungi were accepted by the botanists. Microbes were accepted by the botanists, and they have been teaching the microbes and the fungi. Why? As a science, they do not belong to the botany as a whole. So the green revolution to gene revolution, this is the second recommendation, that in the 21st century, the genetic diversity and the gene, the CRISPR technology and all these things, it will come. The third recommendation is required education to acquired education. This is the one that is what we need, that must be taught. And what we are doing, and we have been saying that on the very first day or during the induction program, we should ask the students that what they expect from the university, and we should try to deliver the same, what is expected by the students, what is expected by the society, what is expected by the country, what is expected by our stakeholders. So this is the third recommendation. And the fourth recommendation is promotion of agriculture for food security. As you all know that we are going to become 10 billion population by 2050, and without agriculture, there will be no food. Although the biotechnology will also take over this task, but the biotechnology without agriculture will also not do it, or without plants will not do it. So that is why this is the fourth recommendation. And the fifth recommendation is the climate resilient crops and agricultural technology. As you all know that the climate change is the threat to the entire world, and so the climate resilient crops. And the fifth, another recommendation, next recommendation, artificial intelligence for agricultural productivity, farming and food processing. As you know that we are entering in this technological era, so we have to focus on artificial intelligence. The next recommendation is increase of number of agricultural universities, because you know that the country needs about 15,000 of the the universities by 2050. And by 2035, when we are dreaming that the 50% of the CEGR ratio, it should be, but still there are only 74 universities of agriculture. So through this society and through this conference, we request the government to focus on the agriculture. And you know that the agriculture, it delivered the 17% of the GDP even during the Corona period. So that is why without the agriculture, no country can progress, no country can get get the food. So the next recommendation is focus on quality and nutritious food crops and the fodder for animals. Because we have to also take care of the quality nutritious food for the animals. The next recommendation is reduction of chemical fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides, and promotion of natural farming, including organic farming and zero budget farming. And the last recommendation is restoration of soil and water health. So these are the 10 recommendations which we are submitting. Yes, please. Yes, Professor Sunda. Yes. Yes. Yes, pollination. Pollination ecology. We will add it. Yes, please add into this slide, the pollination ecology. Because these recommendations, I request Professor Amritesh to give these recommendations to the press also, to recommend these recommendations. He should ensure that through the press people, they will get these recommendations. So these are the recommendations. And now if the president of the Valedictory said, permit me, then I can invite 2 or 3 people to give the feedback about the organization of this conference from the participants. Any 2 or 3 students or participants who wants to speak, and so that we can further improve in the next conferences. Or you can give the feedback later on the group what we are giving. But I would say that the wonderful cooperation by Professor Amritesh and his team to the society, what we have got, and we are thankful to him, and we expect that such type of the conferences will continue to be organized in the University of Mysore, and we wish them a very good success and very good luck. So thank you very much. on behalf of the society and on behalf of the participants. So thank you very much. So this was the short valedictory report for the all participants. Thank you and have a nice day. Thank you, sir. Now it's time to recognize and reward the outstanding achievers. I'm pleased to invite Dr. Kalpashri to announce the list of prize winners and awardees on the occasion of the 9th International Conference.
All participants, I request you to come fast as we call your names. Now we move on to the most awaited part of the program, the award and prize distribution ceremony. Now I call upon Monisha C. Patil for best poster presentation for the technical session 1. She has won the first prize. Next, Vatsala, second prize. If you are here, please rise here from the seat immediately. Padidam Lakshmi Shravya, third prize. Nitesh Kumar. First prize. Kavya V. Kalidas. Third prize. Sridevi Jinu. First prize. Archana, second prize. Kritika SJ, third prize. Best oral presentations, Deepthi Madai, first prize. Mautushi Mandi, second prize. Dayamani KJ, third prize. Bharat Kumar, first prize. Raj Kadesh, second prize. Bhumika, third prize. Manikanta, Saturpa Malik, Prema SS, Bharti S, Mohan Kumar S, second prize. Akul Kumar, third prize. Now we move on to the Lifetime Achievement Award. Dr. Okay. Yeah. Please come. Lifetime Achievement Award goes to Dr. L. Rajana, Senior Professor. Dr. Vinay Kumar Chakraborty, Global Distinguished Fishery Scientist Award. Next, Professor Kavya V, Young Teacher Award. Ms. M. Siddheshwari, Young Botanist Award. Ms. Shika Arya, Young Scientist Award. Is Shika Arya here? Mr. Kadam Sudarshan Reddy, Best MSc Research Thesis Award. Mr. Dinesh D, Young Agriculturist Award. Dr. Geetanjan, Excellence Teacher Award. Dr. Geetanjan. If you're here, please come. Ms. Ashika, Best MSc Research Thesis Award. Ashika S. Ms. Kanchan Das, Young Scientist Award. Mr. Modala Rakesh, Best MSc Research Thesis Award. Ashika. Dr. N. Amarnath, Best Teacher Award. Dr. N. Amarnath. Mr. Dheeraj Kumar Siddhalingappa, Hanama Parade, Best MTech Research Thesis Award. Mr. Dhanush G, N Professional Award. Thank you, one and all.
Ladies and gentlemen, in recognition of his tireless efforts and outstanding contributions to the success of the 9th International Conference, the Agricultural Technology Development Society is proud to confer upon Dr. K. Amritesh the Best Organizing Secretary Award. Amritesh sir, please come forward to receive this well-deserved honor. I now request Professor A.P. Garg and Dr. Joginder Singh to kindly present the award.
On behalf of the all the thank you, sir. This very please close. Inside, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have amongst with us Srimati M.K. Savita, the esteemed registrar of the University of Mysore. Her professional odyssey is as inspiring as it is illustrious. From her earlier tenure as Tahsildar to the transformative roles as Zonal Commissioner, Assistant Commissioner, Deputy Commissioner, and Joint Director, she has steered administrative brilliance through multiple domains, touching lives wherever duty called her. Adding a note of pride to this moment, she is also the alumna of our very own university, returning now not just as a distinguished administrator, but as one of its accomplished daughter. In 2025, she embraced her current role as a registrar of this historic institution, a position in which she blends her administrative acumen with a profound understanding of academic governance. Now, with great respect, I humbly invite Savita Madam to grace this August gathering with her presidential remarks.
Good evening, everyone. Respected all dignitaries, due to time exhausted, I'm not going to mention by name, and all audience. It is indeed a great honor and privilege to preside over the valedictory ceremony of this prestigious 9th International Conference on Advances in Agricultural, Biological, and Biodiversity Conservation for Sustainable Development, jointly organized by the Department of Studies in Botany, University of Mysore, and ATDS Ghaziabad. Really, I'm very happy to hear sincerely they expressed Amruteshan team on behalf of Mysore University. Well organized. This is the best conference, they told. They conducted many conferences throughout the world or India. They expressed sincerely, this is the best conference. Really, I appreciated my whole Amruteshan team on behalf of Mysore University. Amritesh, ma'am, at least you have to mention few names while going valedictory function. So it's my responsibility too. It is indeed a great privilege and honor to have with us eminent personalities gracing the valedictory ceremony. We are deeply honored to have Professor A.H. Rajasa, Chairman of the Karnataka Science and Technology Academy, Department of Science and Technology, Government of Karnataka, and former Vice Chancellor of Tumkur University, who will be delivering the valedictory addresses. Thank you, sir. We are equally delighted to have distinguished chief guest, Dr. R. Raghavendra Rao, sir, a renowned taxonomist and former director, Central Institute of Medicinal and Aromatic Plants, Lucknow, and Dr. K.R. Shivanna, former head of Department of Botany, University of Mysore, former head of, Delhi, University of Delhi, and emeritus scientist, Bangalore. We are also privileged by the presence of Professor Rajkumar H. Garampalli, Chairman, Department of Studies in Botany, University of Mysore. Professor G.R. Janardhan, Dean, Faculty of Science and Technology, University of Mysore. Professor A.P. Gard, Organizing Chairman of the 9th International Conference and Director of the Research Team. Thank you, sir. Subarti University, UP, and former Vice Chancellor of Shobit University, UP, and Professor H. Shivanand Murthy, Managing Chairman of the 9th International Conference and Dean and Chairperson of the New University, West Bengal, and special invitee participants, delegates, students from various disciplines of the campus and media personnel. The University of Mysore has always been a beacon of higher learning and research excellence, and it is indeed heartening to see how this conference has once again reaffirmed our commitment to advancing scientific knowledge for the betterment of society and the environment. The theme of this conference, Advance in Agricultural, Biological Biodiversity, Conservation for Sustainable Development, is both timely and vital. In the face of climate change, environmental degradation, and the growing demand for food and resources, the need for sustainable practices has never been greater. Over the past 3 days, this conference has served as a vibrant platform for eminent scientists, academics, researchers, and students from across the country and abroad to exchange innovative ideas and research findings addressing some of the most pressing issues of our time: sustainability, food security, and biodiversity conservation. It is inspiring to note that the conference has provided a common platform for interdisciplinary dialogue, encouraging collaborations that transcend institutional and geographical boundaries. Let us take forward the spirit of scientific curiosity and responsibility that this conference has fostered. I urge all participants to carry forward their research pursuits with renewed passion and a deep sense of responsibility to make meaningful contributions toward creating a sustainable, equitable, and biodiversity rich world. On behalf of Mysore University, I extend my sincere congratulations to the entire organizing committee and warm wishes to all delegates for continued success in their future endeavors. May the insights and ideas exchanged during this conference inspire collective action towards a greener and more sustainable future. Thank you once again, and all. So, moreover, I'm looking all of you, the most senior vice chancellors, professors. You are a role model to our young students, research scholars, and young scientists. I don't know, sir, in future how they dedicate towards like these type of innovations, excavations, and some organizing issues towards the future problems or any endeavors. I like your enthusiasm to participating at this. Your age is not mentioned. You are still young and energetic and enthusiastic. Really, you are all role model to us, sir. Thank you. Thank you for everyone to success of this event. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. As we have reached the end of this valedictory ceremony, it is my honor to call upon the man behind the success of this 9th International Conference, Dr. K. Namrutesh, to deliver the vote of thanks and share his concluding remarks.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು. A very good evening to everyone. Respected registrar, who is the authority in the university, who has just delivered our presidential remarks. A great administrative reformer of the university who takes the decision on spot. With my 30 years of experience, the one and only lady I could see as a registrar, a great administrator, take the decision on spot. This is a great admire to the registrar, Mr. N.K. Savita. Madam, you should have been in the chief of the defense of government of India instead of registrar of University of Mysore. Really, what I have seen, very thankful to you, madam, for encouraging us, Department of Botany, IPC and ATS, for consistent encouragement for conducting such a program in the department. Thank you so much, madam. Another inspiring teacher, a great eminent administrator, Dr. E.H. Rajasab, who responded to our invitation of the Department of Studies in Botany, to our chairman and also dean and myself. So he is always, he says always homecoming. Sir, you have delivered a wonderful valedictory address, sir, and compiling the investigation of 21st century. Really, we are honored, and all of us were very keen to listen to your lecture. We are very happy and very thankful to you on behalf of University of Mysore and ATS. For two important personalities of botany of the nation, they are called national professors. Another one, two walking flora of the nation. One is Dr. R.R. Rao, another one is Dr. M. Sanjappa, who is sitting there of the dais. The great taxonomist the India has produced. Another embryologist who served, being a rural background, served in University of Delhi, a great eminent, all the academic fellow, Dr. K.R. Shivana. They are the dominant figures in Indian botany history actually. All of us are very grateful because of your presence. Really, we are very happy and accepting our distinction by the ATDS, Department of Studies and IPSC. We are very honored by felicitating you, sir, actually. Very thankful to all of you, sir. They are very grateful to you. Sir, another important person on the dais, whatever the program that has taken since 8 months, the man behind is Dr. Amar P. Garg, a man behind the former vice chancellor, botanist turned out to be a microbiologist, a great administrator who has meticulous work in conducting online, offline interaction with our dean, Dr. Janardana and Dr. Rajkumar, and I was involved in all the discussions, sir, for implementation of this ninth international, how it should go. Really, sir, for your guidance, we are very grateful to University of Mysore and also giving the wonderful opportunity to conduct this ninth international conference to Mysore University and Botany Fountain IQC. Sir, very grateful to you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I cannot forget the help rendered by our Kannadiga, who has occupied the highest position, former Minister Dr. Shivananda Murthy, who belongs to Chitradurga district, and great support rendered to conducting this conference, sir. Really grateful to you, sir. And important personalities, Dr. Joginder Singh and Dr. Dev Person, please come. Sir, they have worked more than 700 abstracts, whatever the submitted in a meticulous manner. The 7 released by Dr. M. Sanjappa. Sir, really great, sir. They have done a day-night work along with our team, Dr. Murli and myself, and our entire research team. Really grateful to you, sir, for compiling the information. And I cannot forget the help, consistent support rendered by Dr. Rajkumar as Garanpalli and his department council, and headed by Dr. Rajkumar and Dr. G.R. Janardana and Dr. M.S. Nalini, all other guest faculty members and the research team and MSc students, our both seniors and juniors. They have done a wonderful job. Otherwise, if we would not have got appreciation both from education and our head of the administration, Mrs. C.N.K. Sarita. So it is indirectly we are indebted to our University of Mysore for appreciating the botany department that gives strength and courage, sir. Really, we are honored for Department of Botany Chairman, Dean, my senior Dr. G.R. Janardana and Dr. Nalini and others. Really thankful to all of you. And we have a guest from other countries like Dr. Vista and Diffusa Jabrova and all others. Really, they have done a wonderful, they were involved so much. And we have the organizers, conveners, Dr. L. Rajana and Dr. N.S. Raj. They are here and they have helped like anything in smooth conduction of this this particular live interest. Really grateful to you people. And we have a senior person, faculty, Dr. Shankar Bhatt, who is here, who is very supportive to us, and Dr. D. Vasant, who are delivering the wonderful speech on the ATDS, technology transfer, lab to land concept. Dr. M. Sharif, again, biodiversity. Those are the persons. Dr. M. Sanjappa, who has given the overview of floristic diversity of India. Wonderful lecture, wonderful keynote speaker, which is covered by the Hindu national paper very well. So, such a great, eminent speaker had come and delivered the lecture. As you know, Dr. Rajasab was telling, Mahatma Gandhi says, the earth provides every month's need, not every month's greed. The earth has born about 3.5 billion years ago. The 20th century being the era of physics and chemistry, now 21st century will be the era of biologists, because people are very scared of biologists because we are dominating the nature by giving the recombinant DNA technology, dominating the nature. That is the very scared of anticipating the very dangerous situation, because whatever the technologies comes from physics and chemistry, people are not bothered. If the technologies come from biologists, people are scared because of the social, moral, ethical issues come into picture, because we are dominating the nature by creating an alien species. We don't know their behavior. Better to see Spider-Man 1 and 2, how the nature, the human biologist has taken the dominance over the nature. This is the take-home message, and at the same time, I cannot forget the recommendation. We have the technologies, but we have the high technologies, but we want eco technologies. For reasons not known, we were the importers of food in during 1960 and 65. We wanted green revolution to take place because of Bharat Ratna, Dr. M.S. Swaminathan and Dr. Norman Borlaug. Today, we don't want green revolution. We want evergreen revolution. That is what the sustainability, an international term coined by United Nations. This is the international terminology, like Government of India has come out with the concept called Atmanirbhar, Make in India concept. This is the take-home message for all of us. Actually, sustainability is the ultimate one where we have to take care of. An ounce of practice is better than tons of preaching. That's what our Gautama Buddha says. That's why at least an ounce of practice we should start for conservation aspects. With this, I sincerely thank another my colleague, Dr. J. Lohit, without his support for especially for printing, the meticulous arrangement of everything. I wholeheartedly thank. I want to honor you by the society. I request that J.P. Garu to honor me with a flower bouquet. I really thankful to him and all the media personnel. They have covered the 9th International Conference very well actually. So and all the organizers, especially the ATDS office bearers and the research scholars who have come from across the country and outside also, and many faculty members. And we are highly grateful to you all for, if there are any lacunae, kindly excuse us. Whatever the best possible we have done from University of Mysore and providing all the facilities, including food, whatever. If there is a shortcoming, kindly excuse us. With this, the recommendation I told you, I repeat once again, I reiterate that once again. We don't want green revolution. We wanted evergreen revolution. We wanted green revolution. We wanted now evergreen revolution. And we have high technologies we wanted now eco technologies. With this concluding remarks, I wholeheartedly thank all of you. If I have missed anybody, my IQAC staff, Department of Studies in Botany staff, everyone, and the IQAC, EMRC team and ICT team, they have done a wonderful job. And especially Mr. Shreyas, he has done a wonderful, Mr. Gopi and Mr. Bhaskar. They have been with us from the last 3 days. Really grateful and thank you very much. Thank you one and all for encouraging us. Department of Studies in Botany, IQAC, and finally University of Mysore. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, refreshment is served outside, so please join us for high tea. Thank you so much.
Great.